Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this...
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check four.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sidelines since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
That's not talking about all day. Break. Tight right. Even. 4 down. Even. All right, here we go. Wide at the 8.
Carr to throw on second down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
All right, here we go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening.
Talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Finding time. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Picked off. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight right. You ready? Red 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
To throw, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But when you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, what a move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Gun! No, check.
They come out here in the eye.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hang on now. 319. Gun! Set. 319. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Their big-bodied receiver, 77 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can...
Now, following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Automatic first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, boys, we got four down. We ready? Red 18.
57's
Red 18.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Carr now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down.
4 down. All right, here we go. Red 18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go. Wide and 8.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got room. Shreds the tackle. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Wide and 8.
They go back to Murray on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
You ready? Wide and 8.
Hey, we are.
Got 4 down.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
Yeah, they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Vance McDonald with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And his kick is good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll run it again with Henry. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
3-19.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They'll drop the throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Tight end right. We got 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Carr going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Alert, baby, alert!
Check. Lucky.
On 1st down, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Score, fellas.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 5.
We ready to go, Riley!
Whip.
Riley!
Watch the whip.
Carr to throw again. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Raiders a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to feel like you can always bounce back after plays, but with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now, Carr again. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Break. Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down, check, 4 down,
We ready?
Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's caught at the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Johnny Holton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Set, 3-19. Back 99, Charlie, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So we've reached, so this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Back over. No. Check, Patriot.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A gain of 3, second down. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there any threat?
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
We ready? Wide and 8.
They go with Murray again, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard, now to the 16.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Here we go. We're going to rally.
From the gun now on third down. Carr to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a fourth down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to set up the screen. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down.
All right, here we go. You now, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch QB drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Back to throw here. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Now let's go. Blue line.
They're going to try and throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. A good pickup there at 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Throwing his car on third down. He's got time in the pocket. On the left side, it's McDonald. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
Let's go!
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
We got 3. We got 3.
This is Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Tackle made there by Ben Heaney. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Henry. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Coleman. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead...